Hello, and welcome to our next video. This is the next video in a series of quick videos that we are creating to answer some common questions that come up from time to time regarding IPTV, specifically how to start an IPTV business of some kind, whether it's for specialized content or more of the traditional service provider. This video is an introduction to the IPTV Encoders. I will discuss all functionality and features as it relates to this component of the IPTV solution. In the previous videos, we discussed the IPTV infrastructure as a whole. Each component plays a critical role in the capture, ingestion, delivery, and management of content over an IP network. In this video, we will focus on the head-end portion as it pertains to the IPTV encoders. So, why do we need an encoder? An encoder, in SysMaster terminology a combo switch media encoder, is a device which receives audio and video feeds from multiple sources and converts them to IP packets suitable for transmission over the internet or a local area network. Encoders, sometimes referred to as head-end, are a crucial element in the Internet TV and IPTV systems. So, how many types of encoders are there? Well, SysMaster offers multiple types and models of encoders, and we will look into the various models as we go. How many encoders does one need? Well, Internet TV providers typically offer channel packages consisting of multiple channels based on language, genre, and other parameters. Multiple encoders are required at a single or multiple locations based on various factors and input. We will look into how we determine the number of encoders. How do we connect to an encoder? The audio-video sources, predominantly satellite for Internet TV service providers, need multiple devices before they are physically connected to an encoder. We will look at a typical satellite connection. And lastly, we will look into time shifter, an auxiliary function of the SysMaster encoder. So why do we need an encoder? One of the most important parameters in Internet TV distribution is bandwidth. Bandwidth considerations are important both for the Internet TV providers as well as Internet TV subscribers. ISPs charge bandwidth to the subscribers based on the download-upload speed of the connection, and the higher the speeds, the costlier the connection. Considering that Internet bandwidth is used for multiple devices at home, smartphones, tablets, PCs, laptops, as well as IPTV set-top boxes, sometimes one or more of these, it is very important that the Internet TV providers provide the best picture quality using as low a bandwidth as possible. For Internet TV providers, bandwidth is a recurring cost and is directly proportional to the number of subscribers and the bandwidth used per stream. Most television transmissions by the channel owners are in MPEG-2 format, which consumes higher bandwidth. So it is very important that we reduce bandwidth by using encoders. Encoders convert higher bandwidth television signals to lower bandwidth ones with no appreciable loss of quality by using compression techniques. For the subscriber, it is very important to receive low bandwidth IP signals, as Internet download speeds are subject to deep fluctuations depending on the time of the day, and the lowest speeds usually at the peak viewing time for televisions in the evening. Now, assuming 1,000 subscribers, 500 of them watching at the same time, bandwidth requirements and the associated cost of the data center will be reduced using high-efficiency codecs like H.264. Lower bandwidth used by H.264 also results in lower storage costs for video on demand and time shifting. Lower bandwidth required by H.264 also results in faster download times. So, we reduce the bandwidth by using encoders. Encoders will convert the higher bandwidth television signals to lower bandwidth ones with no appreciable loss of quality by using these compression techniques. Now, SysMaster supports all the major analog and digital television broadcasting standards, including multiple variations of each. SysMaster offers IPTV solutions where customers have analog sources, countries where analog television transmissions still exist. Customers who have a large investment of satellite receivers with S-video or RCA cables only, or live video sources which have RCA S-video connectors. The analog encoders encode the analog signals to IP H.264 streams, which can be sent over the internet to end users with IPTV set-top boxes. We have analog encoder models which can accept 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and 64 channels in one single box. Analog encoders offer mono audio and a maximum resolution of 720 by 486. In addition to offering a variety of inputs, our encoders offer several output options, different resolutions to cater to all screen sizes, smartphones, tablets, and several SD and HD resolutions for the standard television sets. The video bitrate can be adjusted for different screen resolutions, and network considerations can now be as low as 350 kbps for lower resolutions. To take care of fast action video, we have the adjustable burst rate feature. The encoders are centrally managed from the web interface of the content management server, enabling encoders to be installed anywhere in the world. Our encoders also offer several video output formats: H.264, Flash, HLS, and WNV. Our encoders can output to multiple streamers at the same time, enabling service providers to scale up as well as target different geographic regions of the world with streaming servers in close proximity to the end user. So, how many encoders? Well, television channels are broadcast over satellite, terrestrial, and cable on different frequency. One frequency may have multiple channels. In SysMaster encoders, for each frequency, a dedicated input is required. We currently offer encoders with 1, 2, or 4 digital inputs. SysMaster offers multiple encoder models: our standard, carrier, plus, and Titan, which can output single or multiple channels at different resolutions. Each output channel corresponds to a specific resolution. For example, one carrier encoder can output one channel at 4 different outputs, required when streaming to multiple. This is required when streaming to multiple devices. So how do we connect to encoders? Most internet TV providers capture the channels from satellite dishes. Most satellites typically broadcast hundreds of channels, but the providers may be interested in capturing only some of them. Channel owners and satellite providers publish the frequencies, the transponder, of the channels and the polarization. Shown in the diagram is a typical setup for an internet TV provider with multiple encoders to capture channels on different transponders. If the channels are encrypted, we have a facility to decrypt the channels using card readers. A large number of internet TV providers in North America bring content from countries in Europe, Middle East, and Asia. Due to the time zone differences from the respective countries and the viewing times in North America, which has multiple zones, it is very essential that the Internet TV system offers a facility to delay the transmission of the channels. This feature of delayed transmission is called time shifting. Time shifting is a function of the SysMaster encoders and requires an additional piece of hardware called the time shift server to store the content for several hours or even days. Multiple models of the time shift servers are available based on the number of channels and the number of hours, days, and the content needs to be stored on the server. So we thank you for watching this video. We hope that you learned something from it. And be sure to check out our other videos as we highlight the complete IPTV solution from head-end to end devices. Have a great day.